Hello, good evening. My name is David from Duke Designs. Today I will be teaching us on how to go about post production, how to edit our pictures, our renders, our visualizations in Photoshop. But to start with, I want to make a quick render with Lumion basically, because this is actually channeled to Lumion users, and it's also if you since you are using Photoshop, if you are 3D Max or Corona or 3D Max View or any other render user, you can also benefit from this video because it's a post production, as you know. Any software you know how to use to make your visualization look stunning, you're good to go. So let me make a quick render on this. Okay, I'll make this in this. Yeah. So on this particular screen, I decided to set up the maps I'll be using. The maps I'll be using, we have material, is a material ID map. You will understand that when we get to Photoshop. I'll select material ID. Then alpha sky map. I don't really use this for post production, but I'm going to select it. And also light map. I don't really use that one too. I use specular reflection map. Then normal. I don't really use normal map. Then we have depth map also. So I'll be using depth map. So let's hit render to have our renders saved. I'll be making a render of 1920 by, okay, let me call it post pro JPG or JPEG format, whichever format you want or you prefer. It will be nice. Let me use a PNG for good quality. So let's wait for our render. So we have our renders complete. Let's go to Photoshop. You can use any version of Photoshop, CSC, CS4. So let's go. These are the renders that was made. Number one, we have Post Pro. This image is Post Pro. This is, we have the depth map. We have the actual image. Then we have the depth map. We have the lighting map. We have the material ID map, normal map, sky alpha, specular. So I'll move the map to my Photoshop. Let's drag and drop. Now I have this, then I'll bring in other maps. Let me bring in other maps into the scene. Other maps, let's drag and drop on it also. One, that's a depth map. Two, lighting. Three, material ID. Four, normal. Then five, sky alpha. The specular map. So we have all of this. I'm turning them off. They are not visible now. So we have just this. So I'll keep this for comparison between before and after. So let me duplicate. I'll duplicate this view, Control J. Then after that, let me right click. I have to, number one, take note. Whatever editing you're doing, always do it in a smart object. Editing smart object so that you can have the course to go back, you can have reasons to go back if there's any corrections to do. I'll explain what that means now. Let me say, okay, I have let me do one or two things now. Which is number one, I'll have to sharpen the image, change the depth of the image very well. So from filter, I can do that, sharpen or sharpen mask. But then I will adjust the slider to give me whatever adjustment you're doing, you'll be seeing the difference. Yeah, you can see. But on the more I use 20 for most of my renders, 20 by 156. 156 point 156 is okay. Point 3. I think this is still my first take the difference. One, two. So the difference between big dark hair, it's not bad. It's really good depth. I think it's okay. So if I have that now, I cannot go back. I cannot adjust and go back, change the sharpen marks. So that's why it's advisable we use smart objects. Let me delete this. Control J back again. Use convert to smart object. Convert to smart object. Now if it's a smart object, you see this tiny icon here. So on smart objects, I can now go do any editing I want to do. Sharpen mask. Then I have the same thing also, still same effect. Then okay. So if I have this, I can turn off the smart object. I can turn it on, and I can go back and adjust it to whichever one I want. So, so that is that about that. So most of the adjustment I will making will be on smart object. Any adjustment I will do will be on smart object. Let's take note of that. So after that, I'm going to add what's it called, camera or filter to it. So camera or filter option. This is based on your discretion. It's based on your taste. It's not specific settings or something. Just know that whatever you do, it's what you get. And also, one trick to it is take note of this graph. When the graph goes too high, try to maintain lower um, graph. When it goes too high, that means your image is going out of range. And at times when it goes too high, you start seeing pointer on this edge. So let me adjust that. I can adjust the most times I adjust the contrast to give it depth because I'm looking for depth. Then I bring out the shadow so that those greens can, I mean the green leaves and everything that pop out. See, then I take a white in my scene because in real life it's hard to see perfectly white object. I reduce the white, then try to increase black a bit, but you can see the shadow is going the. Then I can increase contrast. Let me drop it down a bit. Then texture will give you more detail. The detail will be precise, then clarity to it. You can see the difference of what we have. The difference is huge. So you can see all this part is dark, but by the time we turn it on, we can add a bit of highlights to it. Yeah. Then at times I have temperature to just make it warmer, a bit warmer. That's 7. Temperature is not bad. We'll give it 5. We'll give it 5. Then there's still more options to play with. You have curves. You can adjust the curves. Most times renders, some of the renders might need this. Yeah, by making a less shape, but I don't usually use it. Therefore, I don't use it. So, mm, so gonna reset. Then effect, what I make use of most times is vignetting. Use of vignetting most times by adjusting. It gives me this camera effect. This new camera effect. So, um, okay. So we have this for our scenes. So let's now use the maps that we've got from our Lumion from the renders to tweak or add more features to it, add more reflectivities to the glass and all of that. So talking about the depth, I like making the depth come out very nice. So for the depth map, what I do in my depth map most times is this. I turn it on. When I turn it on, I'll put it on the actual image I'm editing. But after turning it on, then I will change it. So I'll put comment. I'll take it away from normal and put it on colored dredge. Colored dredge. It's kind of too much. Taking it having it so much causing a bone around the side. So what I do is I add levels to it. Then after adding levels, then I map the level by holding on Alt and pressing right key. Then after that, I now adjust the lighting so it won't be too much. Too much. Okay, let's see. Let me adjust it for me. I think it's okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see the difference with or without. So much difference there, but that's it's having some blue effect on the side, which I really like. I think I like it this way. So what else again? Lighting. I don't really use this at all. I don't use this. I've tried several effects to make it. I don't know. I don't really use it at all. So turn it off. So what else? What do I use again? Material ID. The function of this is for easy selection of the material in case you want to tweak or just any material. So if I turn it on now, then I press magic 1 2 here. I select magic 1 2, then I can pick a particular color to select the color exactly. Okay, there's an issue here. Let me select with another method. Select color range, and I'll pick the color. Just touch the color, then I'll press OK. To be precise with the color, I will issue with this. Okay, view on this. Let's go back again. Select color range and go this. Yeah. No pixels are selected. And go again. Easy. This one was selected. Okay. This one was selected. What color range does any part that has that particular color? That means I can automatically select all the roof colors. I don't know why. Oh, this is not selected. Okay. Okay. I think I know what's going on. Select color range. Then you have this. It's selected here. It's on here. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's it. Then I can pick a particular color and adjust. I can create shape from it. Can increase the brightness. I can create a new layer. How do I go about this? I can max that layer. How do I max by creating this? So this is actually the max, and I adjust it down. It doesn't really matter. Does it? No, it doesn't. So that's what that does. Then after selecting, I can select all the glass, turn it on again, select color range, select all the glass. Then selecting all the glass, I can try to improve the glasses by turning it off. So I can improve those glasses with the brightness possibly. Let me map it. Um, Maybe a layer from shape or maybe still black. But so I have this. I can try to try to make adjustment to whichever value, whichever way you want to see here. just based on what you want to achieve. But with the maps being exported, you can actually do several things on your post renders. So that's it. You can change the color. Let's say I want to change the color of let me change the color of this hyperlink blend option, color value. Let's say I want to use red green. But let's say this is blue. Then I'm gonna blend it and blend this color. It's not blending, it's not looking nice. See, not looking nice, but I can reduce it opacity then. I should use the opacity. Something like that, just depending on what you. But that's what Material ID does for you. You have to select and improve. And I can try to increase the brightness of that particular area. So this is it. Let me delete this. Let me turn this off. Now I've selected that actually. Then I can so mhm. So I duplicated that area. This is it. I duplicated the area alone, and I can improve it very well. How do I do that? By having more options and have more curves to it. Select add curve. So I click the curve in that particular, so it won't affect every other thing, only the other part. And I can change it. Can you see? Then depending on what I want to achieve, depending on what I would like to achieve. So this before and the after, before, after, before. Just the class. I hope you get that part. So that's what Material ID can do for you. And also I've explained Material ID. Then let's go through normal. I usually don't touch normal for any reason at all. Okay. Alpha sky. If you intend changing the sky later, just magic one to select the white. Or better still, come here, filter, select the color range, then pick the color. I don't know why my color range is just annoying. Okay, I get that. You have to select from what you're picking from. Then color range, then touch it. Now it's precise, as you can see here. Okay, then this one you have. Then you can turn it off and I mean, I've selected all the sky at once, and I can map in another sky, just like I did for the window. So I can cut the sky off. How do I do that? And just click last episode. That's a down part. I want to remove the sky. Select inverse. Let me turn off the background. Select inverse of the selection. Then I can mask it. Now the sky. No sky is available. So I can put an image at the back, a sky image at the back if that's what I want. Let me see if I can get a sky image from my resource here. Automatic skies. Okay, I have one here. Then I can drag it to the bottom. Then this is what we have. Then we have. Okay, then increase the size. But before that, what smart objects and one, two. So we have a different sky for us and like that, like that. So that's post production for you, and I can bring in back my sky by turning off this. Or better see, you don't want to turn it off. You just turn the mask off. You get to disable layer mask, and you have your sky back. So that is that. The specular now, I use this to improve the reflectivity and the shininess of the surface that are shiny generally. I use it to increase the shininess of those surfaces that are shiny. So turn it on and I try to use what's it called with it. I try to use I see the materials that are speculars are actually what I use basically is linear dodge. I use linear dodge for my specular most times. Then I can reduce the value by changing the level to select this level, not so much. It's affecting every other pictures in there. So I can just click it. I can just click it with just this specular and I can adjust it and it won't affect much. Okay. So okay. So that is that about that. That about that. So I'm done with this. Then let me make it a single plain picture. You can bring in your logo and places, whichever way. And then just hold on to Control Shift Alt E. And able to create an image for me. Just a single image of what I've edited, which is this. So we will have to export the work. We'll export the work out so that we can use it in our social media platform or print possibly. Um, So, but before that, I try to make the resolution of the work as detailed as possible. What I do is I change the resolution from Photoshop itself, image size, then go to, and I come here around the side. I copy the width to maintain the ratio while this is thick. While this is on, it has to be connected together so as to maintain the ratio of the sizes. So copy Ctrl C, then change this resolution to 300, which is the minimum, which is average rather. Ctrl V, paste, then I load it back, and I still have the default resolution. Most render engines will give will be about 72 pixels. So I try to use it 300 pixels so as to maintain to have a good quality pictures. And after that, I can now go to export hash. Then so the size when it's just on a good quality, and I can take it to great 1.8 megabytes. As you can see, we can take it to PNG we have more quality, so 3.6 megabytes, whichever one it's good. Then export, um drop it on the desktop, drop it on desktop, post production PNG. So that's what we have. Let's check two, and we have. So this should be our before, and this is our after. Before, then after. So that is that for today. I hope you enjoyed the little session. Please try to give me feedback in the comment box.